There's an takes it down to the river. So basically, but this one is the water that's very closely is only the water that's very
I want to see where the major drains are.
this is like a drain on the road. When because they're very close to the river, so the river is just there.
Okay, so this is
Like a drain on the road.
the ground is below.
It's underneath here, yes, sir. But that's on the ground.
That's why the man is then you take
Another location again from Way.
right.
So
Inside the
Inside the move.
yes, the fastest street in there. That's when you drove inside. You first turn to your right. Make it a green area so that it will not be a road. So we'll now fix that road
So that you preserve your moat.
Yes, sir. We'll preserve it. Yeah, that's what we do. And that will also help us also plan the amount of safety that goes to the other thing.
This is where is Osunde here?
This one.
This one, no,
this
Osunde Street straight down to NTA.
This one's to the river. That's where we stop.
Straight to the river.
Straight to the river. That's Osunde Street. They just started the project now from MTN to the and use a corporate gutters. Not only, we don't need only the blue
all those houses
no, that's not the case. Ask our guy here, sir.
Yes. What is the
We don't have
I think we are talking on this one. Which is what
the one they can't halfway. Okay, they are already working on Osunde.
They don't tie it to the half. They don't want to tie his feet, sir. So that the erosion should be controlled. There are more than 500 houses down Osunde there, sir. Please, sir. If it was Osunde now, Osunde was tied. That's half. Osunde was tied. They have to finish it.
They are mixing things up now. There's a difference between the drainage and the road.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are
the drainage is take water away.
Yes, which they have already done that.
They have done that one.
Yes. That is the erosion control now. We are talking about issue now. That's the Osunde Street.
Yes, now we'll look at this and the one that we can admit technically.
That one, especially Osunde, that Osunde Street.
We appreciate you. The whole governor, they have been promising us that this your time. God will bless you, sir. Bless your children, bless your generation. You have really so appreciate you, sir. You will have long life. You will have long life. Even by God's grace, you will become the president of this country.
On behalf of the site committee and the entire committee, elders and donors, we want to actually appreciate you. You have proven to us that you are actually a good Cacique. We want to thank you because we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. Before this, the show was being described as a swampy area. But you're coming in and your tenure has actually done a wonderful thing. So say we are grateful, sir. We are actually grateful. Because the whole, we are still begging that the adjoining lanes, there are some adjoining lanes because we are from Ogbeson. I saw that those areas are actually enjoying the environment. So they can't enjoy. Please, we are begging that these adjoining lanes will be down the other side to Buslesi. There's some of the adjoining lanes that can take the floor away. We are appealing. We want to thank you, sir. You are so wonderful. God bless you. God bless you, long life, sir.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, sir. These are for more than 60 years. We have not experienced this for time, sir. Thank you, sir. We appreciate, sir. Out of our party for new man.
I don't see you today. I go touch you. I go touch you. I go touch you. I go touch you. I go touch you.
surface that road, most of this
Uga mioka uga genebo mioka. Emi no manku akia. Udeli ye kode okia. Awe kana mi no kona mu. Gbogbo na la na no masa ari aka. Kema ni wele lu akia yi emi no ya sanwe no ko. Ku akia ma.
What's the year?
Thank you. Before now, this area has been a devastated area. There are roads that could not be accessible for over 3 decades. Okay. There are roads that were not accessible for about 3 decades, and we are opening those roads up. And apart from that, the storm water that was engulfing this whole area spanned from towards the college and the eastern side of Toddy Circular. So what we've been able to do now is to capture all the storm water that used to stray here. About 95% of the water has now been captured on the ground and properly controlled. So people within this area can now sleep very well with their eyes closed.
I think it's already addressing, the flood challenge in this area. Today it rained. There was a storm this morning, and coming here, you don't see any evidence, or very little evidence of the storm, because before now, this place would have been impassable with that little storm you had this morning. So for us, it's about recovering communities, rebuilding our communities, rebuilding lives within those communities. Because if you imagine the span of this drainage system, it covers over 50 hectares of land and properties, which we have now enhanced their values. And I believe this is what development is about, and this is how citizens and communities can be supported. But let us not forget that this could not have happened without the assistance of the World Bank under the New Map program. This and I think about 10 other sites have been built and constructed since we got into office about 5 years ago. Signs were there before the redemption process started, before this reconstruction started. So if you just think about it, they are safer today than they were a few years ago, because they did not know the extent of flooding that will occur. Today, no matter the flooding, most of that water will be drained out into the river. The little challenge they have here will be taken care of. It's either embarking the drainage path and also dredging the river so that there will be better flow of the water.
Now, waste management is a challenge. Like looking at the bank of the river, you can see some clogs caused by waste. Today at the waste management workshop, a professor made mention of sanction as a way of compliance. Are you looking at that? Are you looking at implementing that to ensure that this kind of thing does not happen? Because even when it's done, very soon the riverbank is going to be clogged and flooding will continue again.
You don't start with sanctions. You first start with a policy that makes sense. And then after that, it's when people understand what to do and are not doing what they're supposed to do, then you then sanction.
Okay, what policy are you looking at addressing this particular issue? But we're looking at the bank of river, you could see.
By the time we finish the work we're doing with the environment, with waste disposal, it will be clear that even what you're seeing, the litters you're seeing, the plastic litters, will be more valuable than dumping them into the drainage. So that's all that will come out. That's some of the things that will come out of our new environmental and waste management policy and strategy.
All right.
Thank you very
So we came into this place. This is where we were here. Then it takes us back. When we entered, there was one road to the right, one to the left. Now most of the stormwater is coming from here. So this is the road we come from. This is the So with this, some.
Officer, how are you?
You can see this size well. That's 2.5. I think the level I reach water to there's still water.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, no.
And earlier, man, I'm going to we are doing that.
Up to where?
Now, we reach
That is before the slope. So what is the target at the end of the lesson?
at the end of the life season, maybe we reach the dualization 100%. Textile also because rainy season, 95% of the main load.
Okay, our bats were designed for lights so that I can put in this place. So I can
Also, we did the design for me. I did it myself. I did it for the BS, the electrical. I gave him our own proposal. They put some comments. I did the production. I gave it to him before Christmas. Also, BS is a rather system.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start it with that. So it would be nice when you are functioning the road and have the light. Thank you so much.
Community.
Yes.
Yeah, we just got. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of the community, Urura, we want to appreciate the good job you have extended to Urura community. We appreciate your administration. We appreciate all the cabinet for putting Urura as one of the community that is going to benefit from this dividends of democracy in your time. Like we always say, that you are a wake and see governor. Urura are proud today to be among those that have wake up to see that the dividends of democracy is extended to this place. Thank God that this road we just passed now. In the past 3-4 years back, a jeep cannot pass this road that we just trekked. Even when you came down, nobody can come there because of the flooding problem that we encountering in this community. So we really appreciate you, and we'll see, continue to beg that as it is, even a blind man knew that you have put in a very huge amount of money into this contract. And this level it is now, we are pleading if the road can be abstracted so that the drainage will not, the sand will not block the drainage, because if it is not attracted and as the flood is coming, it is packing depth and sand into the underground. At the end of the day, it will look as if the money invested here is a waste. So, and again, like Oliver Twist, who always ask for more, we are still soliciting if at the end of the day, all these things are put in place, if we can have this, what do you call it, these street lights in the area where this construction parks, and it will still be of benefit to the community and even to the work as well, because if there is light, we will be able to see if somebody is trying to put a depth into the drainage, we will see it. So the community really appreciates the job that the Heartland, the new map, and the state government has done in this community. We are proud of you. Like as they said in the Bible, wherever you go, we will go with you. Thank you very much, sir.
Your name, please?
I'm Francis.
That's the purpose of this visit, to just confirm that the underground drainage work has been properly completed, and the next logical step is to now make sure that the road network, because where we walked through now has underground drainage all across, so make sure that this is now covered, asphalted, and like he said, he's now asked for street lighting, so we'll put that into the design so that the community has a full benefit of the work we've done to date. But to say that this is quite expensive, as you can see, and it's not a fancy project. Nobody will, understand and know how much you are standing on, how much concrete is on the ground. But we need to do this. We need to invest in the environment so that we can protect people's properties and livelihoods.
ha ga-enwe ọganihu